After every dance practice, I feel super sore, but this one tool helped me to feel refreshed and sharp again for the next dance training. My name is Stanley, aka the Injury Nomad. I am an injury prevention trainer for street style dancers, for hip hop dancers, and breakers. So let's go. Before February of 2025, I took my dance practice not that serious. Most of my dance practice was always like 1.5 hours of training. I feel sore next day. I just gonna train again. But this is so counterproductive. So I thought by myself, I need to do things very differently. So what could I do to improve my recovery? I could do different things. I could do stretching. I could do endless cardios. I could do massage. Then I thought like, Sammy, what was that one tool that helped you back in the days? And I thought like, what helped me? So I came across this guy a couple of, like almost 10 years ago, Kelly Starrett. Kelly Starrett is a physical therapist from the US. He has created many different tools around recovery, training, and mobilization. So he has this one tool called the lacrosse ball. The lacrosse ball is being used for really deep tissue massage. I have a lot of deep trigger points. And trigger points are like, imagine you have like your shirt is a muscle. After training, your muscles become tight. And after good recovery, your muscles become relaxed again. But what happens if you're training over and over again without good recovery? Your muscles become very tight. With this little ball, you can put it on the trigger point. You're gonna massage on it by lying down or sitting on it, and you can go much deeper into the trigger point. And that's why this tool really helped me a lot during my recovery. There is a certain system I'm following for my recovery. So I'm always starting off with some cardio, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm using the aero bike, or aka the assault bike, where you can push and pull and bicycle at the same moment. A fantastic full body cardio machine. So I do this for 5 to 10 minutes to really let the blood flow and warming up my body, so all the toxicities within my tendons, my ligaments, my muscles, and going into my blood and being transported away with the increasing of the cardio. If the muscles are much warmer, your body has much easier to go for a stretching session, or when you're gonna go for a trigger point massage session with the foam roller or the massage ball, the lacrosse ball. Second rule I'll always use breathing mechanics, but you have many different breathing mechanics. What I'm using is inhaling to the nose, like 5 seconds in. What is really important after the cardio session, during my trigger point session, I'm using the breathing mechanics through the nose in and through the mouth out. So what I'm doing, 5 seconds in, hold 5 seconds, breathing out, and then 5 seconds pause. I become much relaxed in my mind, and my body also become much relaxer. You have different type of breathing mechanics. You have chest breathing and belly breathing. If you use chest breathing, it's correlated to a lot of stress and anxiety. But if you do belly breathing, you're using like the diaphragm, this part between the diaphragm and your lower abs, between that part. If you do through there, you're much more calm, controlled, and you can absorb much more oxygen than this short amount of space in the chest. And I'm also using the ATG philosophy. For the people who don't know, I am training relentless under the ass to grass philosophy, also known as knee over toes, Ben Patrick, that really helped me to change my mind around training and also coming back from 80% of my injuries in my body. The ATG philosophy is building from the ground up. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. To all the way up. I'm all the way up. What the philosophy is all about is like you have a house and you're always building from the foundation, and from there to ground zero, level 1, level 2, level 3, till all the way to you are at the top ceiling. Because of that, I'm always starting with my feet. I put the ball on the ground and I place the ball on the inside of my feet. I'm wearing very narrow shoes, so my big toe has less function and is less engaged, will also be reduced in function and also will be tightened in the space. So I feel a lot of tension there. I roll there around my feet, also at the other part of my feet, but that is the most focus I'm using. Then I'm going sitting down on the ground, have my both legs stretched out and put my soleus, so that's the smaller calf muscles of the two calf muscles above the Achilles tendon. I put my feet there and just roll it out by making circle motion with my feet or just rolling in that part. From there, going much higher, I'm gonna go for my gastrocnemius. That's the biggest calf muscle of the two, and I do the same principle. From there, I'm going to my knees. So I cannot put the ball on the knees, on the front, but I can put it at the back of the knees because there's where the tendons and the muscles of my leg muscles are being attached and gonna meet each other. So I just put it there and let it sink in by inhaling and exhaling. The ball can go much deeper into the muscles and the ligaments. From there, I grab the ball, I put the ball on my gluteus muscle by also crossing my legs like this, you see here in the video, and I'm inhaling and exhaling. I'm really tight around my gluteus medius because I'm wearing narrow shoes and my legs are shivering to the inside, so they are collapsing a little bit. So I always need to emphasize more on the gluteus medius, and I'm also going more to like my gluteus maximus. It's always my favorite part to use the little ball. Then I'm switching around, I put the ball on the ground and I'm gonna lie down on my belly, and first thing first, I'm gonna put the ball on my iliopsoas, aka the hip flexors, because of my many hours of sitting for editing or many hours of sitting down for answering text messages and contact with my clients. By sitting down, I will feel really tight in that spot, so that's why I'm also putting a lot of emphasis on that part. I'm mostly focusing on the hip flexor part, then I'm going to the mid part of my quads, and then I'm going more to the most lowest part of my knee and going to the outside of my quads and then rolling there. I do that at both legs because if you don't want to put one leg on a pedestal and the other not, you want to have equality into that, and that's really important. What I've learned through the years is do both sides for maximum structural balance. I'm done with the ground session. I'm going to the wall. I put the ball against my lumbar muscles and just rolling there or just sinking very deep like what I'm doing with my knee. Then I'm going higher. I'm gonna put the ball below my shoulder blades with the ball almost touching my shoulder blades, and there I'm like stretching out like this, like protracting and retracting my shoulder blades, or I just like sinking in or rolling it out. Then I'm gonna go to the mid spine. I put the ball between my shoulder blades. Shoulder blades are really underrated because we're sitting a lot. We're sitting like this. We're standing also a lot like this because we're doing that a lot. Our shoulder blades are not that engaged, so a lot of tension is there. So I put the ball between there and also going like or rolling, or I do these type of motions. From there I put the ball on above my shoulder blades and I'm going with one arm straight in the air, inhaling in, holding, exhaling, and then or making circles with my arm, or just going making my back round and hollow again like this. The reason when I round my back in the beginning, use the tension of that muscle that's already tense, I put more tension onto it, and then when I'm exhaling, I can go really deep into that in that bad boy or bad girl, you know. From there I put it on my tricep and I just rolling out my tricep because I also do a lot of handstands, a lot of hanging, a lot of typing, so I need to stretch out those bad boys. That is my routine, what I'm using for my recovery routine. I always feel refreshed, I feel relaxed. Of course it's painful because you have these like little badasses that are in your body, yeah, right there. And what is really important is like how Gordon Ramsay is saying, let the knife do the work. It's the same with this. let the ball do the work. Don't tense extra. Only if you're advanced you can do it, but just relax. Inhale in and exhale. And of course, it's also very important to know how I do my dance practice. So check out this video where I explain what my dance training is all about.